Greetings, greetings. Good morning if it is morning, wherever you are on the globe, if it is indeed morning, okay? Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Come on in. If you're logging in live here on TikTok Live this glorious Friday, July the 15th, 2022, at the raw, the rare, the real, the tried, the true, Bloom from Within Love. I go by Bloomy. Welcome. To those of you who are new to me, and you're not familiar with me, then when you get a chance, I invite you to check out the bio section here as well as the other many shorts that I have created here on TikTok. Okay. YouTubers, those of you who will be viewing this later, greetings and welcome to you. Thank you for joining. If you're new, check out the description box, as well as the well over 900, almost close to 1,000 videos that I've created there. Playlists I've created, as well as recommendations of other creators that you may find useful. To those of you that are returning, my faithful, loyal, high vibe tribers, those of you who are the ones in that love and light and positive vibes, to you, I welcome you and I thank you and for all of that and hope you're doing well. We are on day one. Day one, 21-day project proof. 21-day project proof. I will be uploading this daily to the YouTube, okay? The first one is a little longer than I want them to be, and that's just so I can give you guys the gist of what 21-day project proof is all about. So, project proof, okay? I'm going to give you the breakdown. The P is for protect. The R is for reform. The first O is for organize. The second O is for hour. And then the F is for futures. Protect, reform, organize, hour, futures. It's all about the positive vibes I told you all about. And the message of the hour for today is day one, positive vibes here with Bloomy's Tribe, perfectly imperfect. So I'm going to do a little mini here, just highlighting the fact that putting it out there to the universe, whoever it is for, you are perfectly imperfect, okay? Perfectly imperfect. And what I'm inviting you all to do and encouraging you all to do is once I upload it to YouTube, okay, because I do know that here I have the comments off, and I have them off because we do get a lot of bots, we get a lot of weirdo energy. And I'm trying to create a sacred, safe space for individuals who are actually in the energy of trying to put out positive vibes to the world, okay? Whether that be to me, to others like yourself that's coming on to the video, trying to get positive messages. And so once I upload it to the YouTube, I'm inviting you all with this 21-day project proof is say something encouraging. Okay, it doesn't have to be to me specifically. So I'm trying to make that clear. It's not about you saying something positive per se to me, okay, or what I do. But ideally, it's about pushing out positive energies to others. Okay, so for an example, you can go on there and you can say, whoever's here reading this comment or looking at this video, hang in there, everything is going to be okay. Or, however you feel guided to put out some positive energy, but taking the focus a little bit off of yourself, receiving the positive energy, then paying it forward back, receiving the message that I'm bringing, but then paying it forward back, okay? Giving out this positive love and light energy, okay? I hope this makes sense. So I'm really excited because I was inspired, somewhere I went. I think I told you guys I was super inspired by it. It just lit up my whole face because, when you get pretty jaded, when you're used to seeing such malice in the world and the dark side of humanity, and the evil, wicked, weirdo energy, it gets you to a point where you start to realize, like, are there any humans on this earth that ain't fucked up? That ain't fucked up. That ain't self-serving. That ain't narcissist. That ain't selfish. That ain't willing to kill, so they can have a house on a hill. You know what I mean? And, you start to kind of question and wonder. And when I saw that, this board, it was huge, okay? And it was very colorful. So it kind of drew my attention. And it had a title, and it was these little sticky notes. So everybody kept coming up there, putting up their sticky notes with positive messages for people. And I just stood there for like 5 minutes, and I looked all through and read them. I was like, wow. And I just felt all of the positive energy coming off of it. And so I'm sharing this because it wasn't my own original thought. It was something I saw that I was like, this is something I feel would be useful, and I would like to, spin off of that and hopefully be able to create something for the collective that I serve in that way. Now, I chose 21 days because, it is said that any type of change only can kick in usually after some type of a consistency, okay, to break or remake. Okay, 21 days to break or recreate some other type of, to where it becomes like second nature to you to be more positive, second nature to you to be more encouraging to the world, second nature to you to even be able to receive more positive energy about yourself. Okay, all right. So now that I, explained what this is all about, moving forward, we won't be going through that whole process again. Okay. So we're on day one. This is day one officially. 21-day project proof. Protecting. Okay, protect. Reform. So we're reshaping things. Okay, on our terms. And then what we're creating, we're then organizing our future. Right? Our future with what? Positivity, encouragement, love and light, and hope to humanity, reviving hope in humanity, hope in, us, hope in us, okay? Like, okay, there is still some decent folks left on the earth that's not fucked up. I think I did a video almost a year ago, and I was sharing an experience me and my son had when we were out and about at a mall. And right before our own eyes. And I think it was just to try to keep me in an energy of hoping and believing that, yeah, I have encountered a pretty fucked up motherfuckers, okay, from day one. Starting with my blood, to church, to lovers, to Reiki motherfuckers, all sorts of shit. Competitors in the field, school age motherfuckers, just, I've seen it all. I've seen it all. And I think it was to, encourage me to think like, wow, okay, sure as shit is, you've seen this fucked upness. There are some folks that don't have to be on TV in order to be decent, bitch. So me and my son, we were out and about at a mall, and we were walking back to the car, and these people were in front of us. We saw a lady that was walking ahead of a guy, and they were not together, but she dropped, it looked like it was a bill or several bills, like it just kind of fell. And me and my son was behind this, so we saw this happen. Okay. Then the gentleman that was in front of us, we watched the gentleman that was not connected to the lady. We also saw him pick it up. And then he was trying to catch the lady because she was walking so super fast. So we watched him try to hurry up and get to this lady and to give her the money. And he was like, hey. We was watching it. Hey, here, you dropped your. And she turned around and she's like, oh my God, and he just handed it to her. He was like, yeah, no worries. And he went on about his business and she went on about hers. As I saw that, I was amazed. I ain't gonna lie, I was amazed because first and foremost, at that time, I was in Sodom and Gomorrah, the land of the thirsty motherfuckers walking dead. So I was amazed, you know what I'm saying, to see. I was like, are you kidding me? He didn't, because she was gone. She was all like going so fast about to get in her car. If he was, one of those types, he could have just been like, shit, this is a blessing, bitch. He could have just been like, even though he saw who dropped it, you know what I'm saying? But he could have been like, yeah, shoot, this is meant for me, bitch. I need to pay my rent, or I need, what I'm saying? He could have been whatever, and he didn't. And so I'm sharing this with you all too, just because it was an actual experience. And it's like, okay, yeah, the times we were in, especially after, 2020, the evil and folks got heightened, right? And we saw this shit play out. Some of us are still seeing it. But a reminder, you guys, that yeah, as we continue the journey on and heal and reform and then focus more on that type of stuff, then we'll start to feel, a little lighter again about life on earth. Now, let's move on. And I promise, starting day 2, we won't be that long. My intention is that each day is going to be anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes at the most, where I'll come on and do Project Proof's message of positivity and, then encourage you guys to, on the YouTube platform, to leave something positive out there to the world for those that are coming in looking at the messages, okay? All right. So let's start. I'm excited with the project. I'm excited with proof that we can reframe our world, proof that good still exists, proof that, like today, you are perfectly imperfect, okay? We are perfectly imperfect. Let's rock. And since this is about positive energy, they're having me to just keep it all simple, all upright, and they'll give me the intuitive guidance accordingly. And we only have 3 decks, so we're only using 2 oracles that are very simple, and then the tarot just to see an area of life. I think they're going to have me pull maybe 1 or 2 tarot where they're trying to remind you of something positive here, okay? About yourself, your life, who you are, okay? So let's see here. You are perfectly imperfect. Project Proof. 21 days, Project Proof. Positive vibes with Bloomy's Tribe, day 1. Perfectly imperfect. You are perfectly, we are perfectly, they are perfectly imperfect. Lighting, perfectly imperfect. This is all about Project Proof. 21 days, proof. Light, perfectly imperfect. The message team, Grandma Lighting by the fire. Duke of Shadows is in the reverse. Now we're only taking in the uprights, right? But here's the message. Perfectly imperfect. It all serves. Guest of honor. Oh, look at this energy. Oh, good glory. Okay, listen to this. Failures, mistakes, and all. Okay, failures, mistakes, and all. Shadow side and all. It all served, okay, especially once you started healing. You are perfectly imperfect. Many of you went from the Duke of Shadows to the Guest of Honor. And so they're trying to encourage some of you all that, listen, yes, you're vulnerable. Yes, you made mistakes. Yes, you have a dark side. Yes, 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 yes. But Guest of Honor, you're a sweetheart. Okay, some of you guys had to embrace your rough side a little bit in order to transform your life. That was a part of the journey. You had to find a balance, okay? For some of you with this sweetheart energy here, the shadow is not always bad. I tell people this too. The shadow serves now. It just depends on how we're choosing. Because the shadow is usually the polarities about us, okay? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I don't want to stay too stuck here. Duke of Shadows is leading. You guys have went through a lot, okay? A lot. You have seen the wicked in the world and yourself. You've seen the dark side. And then many of you learned how to capitalize your shadow in order to heal and to transform, because I have this. You're now the guest of honor. Ooh, baby. That's what I'm talking about. See, it's good when you use energy in the right way. You're perfectly imperfect. You make your mistakes. You don't have everything figured out. You're a human being like everyone else. But many of you learned how to work with shadow energy in a positive way, okay? Some people don't. So if you find that you're sitting there like going too hard on yourself, it's like, hey, you've transformed. You're a guest of honor. You're transforming into something honorable here. Perfectly imperfect, okay? Perfectly imperfect. Beautiful. Yeah. Oh, look, bitch. Oh, team. Oh, motherfucker. I got Kali. This is positive. Look, Kali, shadow. We got 2 shadow cards showing up here. Okay, so Kali comes in to help people face their fear from that subconscious, the inside and out. So listen, it was volatile for some of you, but you got some damn cojones. Okay, it was volatile. But it takes gumption here. It takes tenacity and moxie. And some of you, you know what I'm saying, embrace, like, I will face the darkness. I will face the shadow. I will face my shadow, and I'll face what's coming at me. I will face it. I don't care if I bleed, bitch. I don't care. 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 I don't have it all figured out. I don't have it all understood. I don't know everything, but I know this. I know that I'm trying to become the best version of myself. I know this. I know that I ain't gonna stay low down, dirty scoundrel. I know this. I know this. That I ain't staying down for the count. I know this, bitch. I know this, bitch. I know this. And some of you have taken, this is why they're trying to remind you, you're a guest of honor. You're a powerful motherfucker. And they're wanting you to know you're perfectly imperfect. Okay? You have balls, okay? Girl balls, man balls. You know what I'm saying to you? Kali, many of you have worked with that energy, which is a volatile energy. But this energy is also divine feminine. It also serves. And they're trying to remind somebody, hey, don't get it twisted. You're the guest of honor, honey. Sometimes you can't be sugar and spice and everything nice, honey. Sometimes you have to embrace that part of you in order to get balance back to your life, okay? It's always been about balance. It's always been, okay? Because some of us lived in the land of sugar and spice and everything nice most of our days to our own demise. So they're saying, you know, you had to be the shadow because you had to put shit in its place. Shit had to come to a full circle. Things needed to be exposed. Things needed to be revealed. Truths needed to be spoken. This had to happen. You couldn't be Sally Sue Sugar Sweet. Shadow serves. Shadow serves, especially when it's time to bring in honor, okay? Where there was no honor. Ooh, I'm happy. Ooh, you are perfectly imperfect. Y'all's is perfectly imperfect. We are perfectly imperfect. Day 1, 21-day project proof. Protecting, reforming, organizing our futures. Positive vibes with Bloomy's Tribe. Day 1. Boom. Expression. Yeah. Didn't I say it? Didn't I just say it? Look at she in power. Look at all that red and yellow. And she holding her arms up and she got that stare on her face like, bitch. She got this look, expression. They're saying this had to happen. Do not look at yourself like, dang, you know, maybe I shouldn't have. No, that incessant, relentless, unhealthy loyalty to trying to not ruffle feathers does not always serve. You are perfectly imperfect. Honor needed to be restored, and you had to face the shadow and embrace your shadow and express your shadow so motherfuckers can recognize, bitch. Let's keep it pushing, motherfucker. Yeah. Day one. Yeah. Boom, bitch. Ascension. It was a part of your ascension. This was a part of the ascension, is looking at the shadow and embracing our shadow. Shadow's not always bad. It's usually implying our polar energy, the opposite spectrum. Okay? When it is used in the right sense and way, it's serving. So many of your shadow with that sweetheart energy, you guys had to become tough and assertive. And some of you maybe felt bad about that, or people, especially those who benefit out of you not having no backbone, they didn't like that. Okay? They didn't like that. Yes. Perfectly imperfect. This has led you to your harvest, or it is leading you to your harvest here. Okay? You're the guest of honor, shadow and all. Okay? You've earned your stripes, blood, sweat, and tears. All right? Boom. Yeah. Yes, because look at harvest, morality. You guys held up morality through dealing with people who were doing some immoral things to you. We have a fertility here in the reverse. We're taking the uprights, but the message is still the same. People who did some pretty heinous, wicked shit, some karmic feminine energies. Okay? You guys withstood. People who did shit to try to steal your abundance here. People who did not seek forgiveness for some of you. So you guys released these individuals because you said what you had to say. Morality. You guys held up morality. All right? That's why we have guest of honor and morality. You are perfectly imperfect, honey. Cuss some motherfuckers out and all that. Perfectly imperfect. Okay? It was a part of ascension. It was a part of creating boundaries. Many of you did not have boundaries in your life ever. From a child, that's how you were conditioned. That's how you were raised. You didn't have boundaries. Nobody respected the boundaries. It became a part of your programming, thinking that you're, not to have boundaries, that it's okay to let people walk over you, that it's okay to let people talk to you any old kind of way, that it's okay to sacrifice yourself in the name of, pleasing others that don't give a fuck about you. You guys had to break that, embracing the shadow and saying something like, no, bitch, this ain't happening today. Facing your shadow has caused you to ascend. We are perfectly imperfect. Okay? Day one, project proof. Positive vibes, Blooming's tribe. Protecting, reforming, organizing our futures on our terms. Let's see. Light team, thank you. Message of the day is that they're perfectly imperfect. Yeah. Many of you went through the dark night of the soul, the ascension. Came out in reverse, though we're taking it in upright. So what that's telling me is you guys went through the dark night. You went to the bottom. You've dealt with people that were trying to keep you in your shadow. You dealt with people that were trying to keep you in darkness as they are. And you gained victory over it and ascended. Fumbles, mistakes, and all don't matter. You still, at least you have the cojones to do it, bitch. At least you did. At least you did. Right? Whoa, at least you did. Okay? Perfectly imperfect. Wow. Yes, source is on your side, man. You guys learned major spiritual lessons here. Okay, Eight of Pentacles is also a self-improvement or self-development card. And so they're reminding you today that, look, you're in this Eight of Pentacles energy here. You're learning. You guys are becoming teachers, leaders, masters, or you're just ascending and getting spiritual upgrades here. Okay. Working on yourself here. Okay. Some of you guys have been working on your commitment issues. Okay. Because this could stand for people who may have struggled with commitment issues. Um, Also, it could be to do with people who struggle with tradition in a toxic, negative sense, where it was like traditional religious things that were kind of in a low vibration and not serving. And some of you are learning some lessons about that, okay, with this Hierophant and the Eight of Pentacle energy. So they're saying, listen, I know it's been maybe a little volatile, but you're perfectly imperfect because at least you're willing to work on yourself, okay? This is a self-improvement card, self-development card, someone who sticks their nose to the grindstone. Instead of looking at all these other 12 motherfuckers and worry about what all these other 12 motherfuckers are doing, sitting in your own space and energy and saying, I'm going to work on me. That's why they're trying to say, listen, you're perfectly imperfect. At least you have this attitude and mindset from the inside out, okay? And there are a whole lot on earth that do not. Okay, so pat yourself on the back here. Yes, look, you guys are trying to master something here. You could be trying to work on, getting clean and sober here. You could be trying to work on releasing your addictions and your addictive ways with this devil energy and shit, bitch. Some of y'all getting into mastery level, okay? That's why we have guest of honor. You're perfectly imperfect. You've been working on yourself. Now you're starting to graduate, okay? All right, let me get the card out so we can be done here. Boom. Day 1. Perfectly imperfect. Yeah. Wounded warrior energy here. 9 of Wands. Yeah. You guys have had to go through some things, maybe several times over, but you're working on something. You're mastering it. You're building up, your self-confidence here. Duke of Shadows, Ascension. Perfectly imperfect. Boom, bitch. King. Oh, motherfucker. King. We got masculine flying out. King of Wandsy Wands, bitch. Oh, shit, bitch. Okay. Now, see, look at, for some of you, I have the sun in the reverse. We're taking uprights, though. So, listen, whether it is you as the king or it's pertaining to a king, okay, doesn't matter. But the King of Wands is a warrior, a fighter, okay? It's somebody who's got passion, who's got zeal, who if you come to him to the left, he can tear you a new one, bitch. Okay? So it's... But in this highest vibrational sense, this is somebody that you want to become or would want to be around because they have a lot of passion. They have a lot of fire. They have a lot of heat. Very attractive, okay? And so there's a lot of passion that's being restored here. Maybe you've gone through a lot facing these shadows here, this darkness, okay? But you're perfectly imperfect as you are embracing your shadow, working on yourself, healing here, okay? It's helping. It led to your freedom, okay? I have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. We're taking upright, but what it's telling me still is that there was a lot of lies here. We got Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords, Five of Wands. So you guys went through a lot. There was a lot of low vibrations, okay? A lot of that jealous, envy, petty, gossipy energy surrounding a possible Two of Cups situation, a Two of Cups union. There was a lot of lies and sneaky strategies and all sorts of snaky energy here. Somebody could have gone to jail or was trying to get somebody to go to jail. There was a lot of interference in something. Okay, this darkness, this stuff was hidden. That either these situations and people were dark or people were trying to keep secrets here. Okay. If it was pertaining to you going through this with these people, then you have ascended. Okay, you faced your shadow, you dealt with it. Guest of honor here, you cuss motherfuckers out with the sweet. Woo! had to do it. It had to be done. It had to be done. The guys are saying it had to be done. It's a time and a place for everything. It had to be done. It's a part of the journey. You don't kiss motherfuckers who are being immoral and stealing and lying and denying and hiding. You have to cuss their ass out. You have to look them in the eye and say, I'm not scared of you. This is immoral. We're going to deal with that. It's a part of integration. It's a part of facing your own fears here. And so some of you guys did it. Some of you guys did it. You called some shit like, the guest of honor, king of Wanzi Wands. Boy, I tell you what. So it's the king. I'm curious now, team, man. Why the king is here on day one, perfectly imperfect. Why the king is here? Perfectly imperfect, king of wands. Why is he here? Oh, maybe the king feels like, yeah. Okay, so they could have lost some stuff. Somebody, yeah, after dealing with 3 people, okay, got the 3 of Pentacles in the past. So they could have sailed away from the 3 people, right? They could have listened to their ancestors and finally sailed away. Or you could have sailed away. It just depends. Take how it resonates. You could have sailed away from the king because they were working with 3 people. And the king could have sailed away from 3 people. Okay, releasing attachment. We have the 4 of Pentacles in the reversed. So listen, this is like, oh, bitch. Hold on. Okay, this is like, it'll go away. Anyway, sorry. I thought I clicked it. This is like, come on, telephone. Thank you. Now, somebody could have had, struggles, could have been selfish, could have had power issues, wanting to hold on to things, control people, selfish, holding back, right? So someone has faced their shadow, which is a form of ego, and could have released a king of wands, okay? Okay, could have released the king of wands that had some third party things that kept doing some kind of weird third party energy, okay? Pertaining to this offer, Ace of Pentacles, an offer from the universe, a gift. When it's from the universe, when it's from source, when it's high vibrational, it's a gift, right? Now, yeah. Someone went on an ascension, someone didn't. So whoever, whether it's the king or pertaining to a king, there's an Ace of Pentacles that's coming here, okay? After someone released something, okay? Maybe people couldn't have power and control over anybody anymore. They couldn't hold something back anymore. Whatever it is, because I asked why, and this is what came out, the Ace. And here's a page. As I picked up the deck, a page of wands. There's some good news, okay? Just know that you're perfectly imperfect. Whatever this is about for you, somebody's been trying to embrace their shadow and deal with their shadow and heal and work on themselves and get into an ascension. And so the universe is trying to encourage those folks, okay? That good news is here. Good news is coming. You're good enough. Okay, now that you're embracing morality or standing for honor and justice here. And as a result, there is a good news energy, page of wands, okay? In its earlier stages, the king may feel like he's been reduced, depending on the situation, okay? Because he could have lost. As a result of ascending, he could have lost some money. He or she could be down to a pentacle. Okay, but there's still some good news, and you are perfectly imperfect. All right, you guys, if I don't stop now, I'll keep going. And so this is going to be the longest of all. Okay, this was day 1 of 21-day project proof. Okay, we are protecting, we are reforming, we are organizing our futures on our terms. Day one, we are perfectly imperfect. Remember that. This energy is necessary. Okay? It's necessary. Don't let people fool you and get you all tripped up in your head. The shadow is necessary. It's a part of ascension. Okay? All right, you guys. Love and light.